Welcome to the Haters Balls. Your boy Dumb It Down. I'm here with my younger brother B-Dog.
Yeah, that's me.
And my older brother Old Baldy.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna jump right in today. We already starting late, so hopefully people join in with us real quick. But we just gotta jump right into the topics. So Nelly was on the shop, and he was talking about how the 2000s is the best was the best era of hip hop. Now, traditionally, I always hear people talk about the 90s as the golden era. So, what are y'all takes on this concept? Are the 90s the best, the 2000s the best, or is Nelly just tripping, hyping himself up?
The 90s the best, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's gotta be. It's gotta be.
He wasn't just saying, he was talking about also other aspects like sales and how hard it was to go number one.
Yeah, you saying it was the hardest time to succeed.
How was what?
He's saying it was the toughest time. They had the most competition. There was all these, DMX and Jay-Z and all these people that were huge. So you're competing with.
Bless you.
Bless you. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Thanks.
Yeah.
No, my bad.
Yeah.
That's not. I mean, that's true, but that's also not the whole thing. Like, obviously, all these other people was competition in the '90s. So I don't really understand how you can say that when all the best albums came out, or several classic rap albums came out in the '90s.
See, all right. So y'all don't think there's any merit to what he's saying? That
I think it's second best. So it's close, but
He's talking about sales. I would agree with him, but that's because everybody sold at the time. The early 2000s, everybody sold records.
which is why it was the easiest time to succeed. If that's the case, to now is the hardest time to succeed because you can't sell nothing.
Not to succeed, but to win.
Right. To be at the top.
So,
be at the top is what you're saying. Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Be at the top wasn't easy then. You had to have a lot of different things going on. I mean, so I understand what he's saying. If because he thinks of it. I mean, I'm assuming he thinks of it in those terms.
Well, Brian said our audio is cutting out in and out really bad. Is it for everybody or is it just one of us? Brian, let us know in the chat.
Brian's are the best, man.
Yeah, we gotta talk so for him to know our audio is on and working now. But
I feel like we were talking about Diamond earlier. Yeah, they do have more albums that went diamond in the 2000s for sure than they did in the 90s. So
that's what I said. Sales was bigger at that time. You're not gonna have, especially early 90s, who was selling records, like selling records big on the mainstream level. It wasn't that many people. There was a lot of people selling records on the mainstream level in the year 2000. Hits. Everybody was buying CDs.
He can't understand anything. Hold on. So let me. I don't know. He said he
I'm listening on my phone. It don't sound bad to me.
Sounds good to me too. So it's something with the YouTubers.
Yeah.
Probably people's fault.
Is it just Brian? I mean, someone else let us know in the chat if you can hear us. Yeah. I don't know. Y'all said y'all can hear it on your YouTube? Y'all listening to it?
I'm listening back to it in my headphone, and it sounds good to me.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully, Brian, maybe it's on your end. Hopefully,
it's working fine for us. It's working fine on my YouTube.
All right. Cool. So, yeah, man. So, yeah, go ahead. You're saying, see, but that's the thing. People went diamond in the 2000s. Okay, multiple people did. So that's huge. That's hip hop at its biggest peak commercially, right? You would say that hip hop is larger, like a bigger genre in the more recent years, like it's more universally loved now, but it doesn't sell as much because of streaming. So I would say that the 2000s have to be the best time for success, but also
I don't believe in numbers, man.
You don't believe streaming numbers?
Not at all.
Yeah. We talked about this before, but you don't gotta believe the numbers to know that people not like it's still easier. It was easier to succeed in the 2000s than, or well, maybe anyone could get on now. The barrier for entry is anyone could get on, but that don't mean everyone could get to the top. Like to be Drake, like that's who number one is right now. So to be Drake, that's not easy right now, right? Is it?
I think that's
hard at it, but I do think that to take it from him would be you would have to be somebody that had a long established fan base. You have to do a lot of stuff right to pass Drake up if you was ever going to do that.
Yeah,
I think it's impossible now. I don't think we'll have another. I think this is the last of our superstar hip hop artists. Like I said, I already said I think hip hop is dying. So that goes to my point. I don't think we'll have one singular artist like that again because there's too many different cults. I feel like now everybody has their core fan base, and it's not the same. I don't think.
Yeah, no, it is. It does seem like there hasn't been a new wave of superstars since the big three that we're still constantly talking about that came out in the 2010 or early, late 2000s. Really is when they came out.
They had some other superstars that came out.
Who's the other superstar?
Travis Scott.
On their level,
okay.
Travis is big.
Travis is huge. Okay, that's a good one. It's hard for me to. Okay, so this is the other problem. It's hard for me to consider some of these people rappers. Like, I don't know. They make music. They don't quite.
They make hip hop music.
Yeah.
I don't think they're great rappers either, but they make hip hop music. So I think Travis Scott is as big as anybody out right now.
That's true. That's a good one.
I don't know who else though. Maybe Cardi.
Cardi is a superstar, but not really based on music so much.
I think Cardi is big. I think if she pop up somewhere, it's a big deal.
Yeah, it is.
Nah, I can't put her in that category. She didn't even put out music.
And yet and still, when she does, it's a big thing. Maybe Nicki. Would Nicki be in that group?
Nicki came out,
but she a part of the
in the Drake group. In the Drake group.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So since then, like I said, I know for sure Travis Scott. I don't know about.
I was gonna say Travis is about the only one.
Okay, that's fair.
He had a lot of help though with his career. Like you got to think, like he had the Kanye look from the beginning.
His solo albums are dope.
Yeah,
Future?
For sure. I agree.
Future is also another superstar.
I don't know.
He's not in the Drake and Kendrick in them wave.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Like timeline wise, he is. He's probably older than them. But
he is older than them. But
as far as
when he got to his pinnacle or his apex, I don't think that was during the same time that the other three did. So, and I don't think he's as big as a star. Like if I put them at A tier, I think he's B tier at best to me.
I think Future
has impact, but I don't think he sells like that. I could be wrong, but
he sells.
Future sells, man. I think Future sells.
I gotta look up Future sells. I don't know.
All right, but that's the commercial aspect of it. What about the music aspect? Y'all really think there's no credibility to hip hop music being as good or better in the 2000s as it was in the 90s?
Not at all.
Not at all. All right,
everyone. At all, man. They would take the old out of my name if I didn't rep for the 90s. I have to rep for the 90s. I'm gonna always say the 90s got the best rap, man.
I like the way the 90s sound better, personally. Just like the way they went about their music, the way the songs were constructed. I like the 90s better than the 2000s. So
see, to me, this is the thing.
90.
To me, this is the thing the strength of the 2000s, and I grew up in the 2000s. I mean, so I'm a little older. It is weird for B-Dog to say that, but so you're a little older, but I'm a little younger. And I love 90s music, but my thing is that there's more music in the 2000s of a variety. Like, what I mean is there's the underground stuff. Doom's Run, all in the 2000s. I mean, You got the Little Brother, all the blog era stuff, mixtapes in the 2000s. You got.
I was counting in my head how long it would take you to say Little Brother. I was counting.
You count, yeah, you count. But like 2 seconds, yeah. But not just them. I'm saying like all the people that came out in the blog era. So we talking about even whether it's people like Blue or Lupe or there's so many different artists that are those blog era artists. You still had the 90s rappers rapping. Jay-Z and Nas still made some of their best projects in the 2000s as well. So you have all the 90s artists rapping still. You have all the new artists from the 2000s rapping. You have underground, you have pop music, they have a bunch of the trash snap music that everyone like associates with the 2000s, I mean, the ringtone rap type stuff. But that was like the commercial stuff, but then you had rappers like, whether it's Nelly or Ludacris or type of stuff, you had the DMX, you have all different types of rap. Is my point. You had gangster rap, you had conscious rap, you had underground, you had all types in the 2000s. If you love something, you could find plenty of stuff you love in the 2000s. Whereas
that's great, but the best stuff came out in the 90s.
But it's more, it's way less variety in the 90s. Way less variety.
You have the variety, but the best Outkast came out in the 90s, not the 2000s when they went diamond.
That's true.
The best Nas came out in the 90s. The best Jigga came out in the 90s. The best.
Not everybody would agree with that though. Not everybody would agree with the best Jay-Z came out in the 90s.
And they should slap themselves in the face.
A lot of people love Blueprint. They would say that that's his best album.
They could have Whole Lot Whole Veto and slap themselves in the face. They stupid. I mean, this is the haters' ball. We not up in here. So you serious? If you really believe that, you a clown. All right. I don't care where you from. I don't care who you know. Come on, man. Everybody knows Jigga Best is RD.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's my favorite Jay-Z album. But all right. So yeah, I mean, I'm inclined to. I feel like it's closer than people make it sound. I think the 2000s is a great era of music because, like I said, of all the different range of types of hip hop that you could find in that era. A lot of my favorite albums came out in the 2000s. A lot of them.
I agree with that. I mean, people hate now on like the current time, but I feel like there's a lot of great music. But I'm hunting it down. I can't wait to hear it. I want to know what's new, what's going on. Other people don't notice it. It's not what's going on. So I think at the time on the radio and stuff, you would hear a whole lot of variety. So that's fair.
All right. So let's move on then.
It was definitely the best era for sales. It was definitely the best era for sales. Because who else went diamond? Eminem, Outkast, Nelly, Country Grammar probably went diamond, huh?
Yeah, Country Grammar went diamond.
All those was good albums, man. Those was fun times.
Didn't 50 Cent go diamond?
Probably.
I don't think so.
The last album that went diamond.
Yeah, the commercialization was apparent in the 2000s, and I guess that is what some people would say is a negative. Some people would count that as a positive. Some people would count that as a negative for hip hop. But the thing is, like I said, the underground scene also flourished in that same era. So you might have some very commercial stuff, but you also have some very non-commercial stuff in that same era. So that's why I think the era is underrated. I don't think it gets the credit it should get. If that makes sense.
That's fair, and it won't for some time. I think now is going to get that credit because the people that grew up in that time are old, and they're like, "Oh no, my time was great," but it wasn't that great. Y'all can shut up.
2000s had the best R&B to me.
It had a good time. It had a good time. No, now you sound like a crazy person. The best R&B. Well, the 90s had better R&B, but definitely the 70s and 80s have some things to say about that as well.
Yes.
70s is fire, but I think 2000s is the best. They had that's what I'm saying. The 90s had my best sound to me. I love the way it sounds. The 2000s R&B has the best sound to me. I love getting the rap features and stuff on there.
Oh, okay. I see what
rap
you're saying.
features
That's
on
true.
the R&B songs. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the best to me.
Yes, the type shit.
Yeah. something like that. But that's not the song I would have went to.
Matt say, who got the best movies? What's the best era of movies? That's a tough one.
It's not.
That is tough.
90s movies?
Nah. No.
I don't think
Sorry.
so. I don't really think so. No,
Nah.
I don't think so. Yeah, I'm not rolling with that one.
Came out.
Say what?
What year the Matrix came out?
99,
2000?
right?
98, bro. Or 99, maybe? It don't matter. It was in the 90s. And it's better than anything you about to call up from the 2000s.
All right. I mean, I don't know. I think 2000s got plenty more. You name it one example.
And what you got for it?
That was on
boy.
Nah, we got to go back and go through that. That's a good point right there. That's a good topic.
Yeah, I mean, that
Terminator, that's a good movie.
Terminator 2?
Part 1 or 2? And 2 was in the 80s, right? Oh, no, 2 was in the 90s.
No.
Terminator 2 was in like 91, dog.
No. I don't think so. I'm pulling up a list right now.
Okay, you gonna say 80s? It's 89. That's fair.
Let's see. When is
Terminator 91? Terminator 2.
Yeah,
91.
Yeah. All right, that came out. Yeah, way.
Oh,
You're right then, man. The 90s got the best movies. Then. That's easy. Then 90s got. So the 2000s came. Yeah. You're right. The 90s got the best movies. It's not.
I don't know. I got to go back and look. I don't know if I agree with that.
There's the reason why our generation is the best. The 90s ran all this other shit. They still copying the 90s right now. Right now.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, you got the start of I mean, I guess the 2000s, the best stuff is like the start of like the superhero movies, Gladiator. You got like Batman movies, the Dark Knight type stuff. I mean, I don't know. It's
those
tough.
Are great movies. Those are great movies.
Yeah.
But that's not messing with like Wesley Snipes and Blade. Like, come on, man. What we doing? No, Gladiator came out like 99.
Oh, did it? No way. Hold on.
I don't know. I don't remember. Hold on. I don't remember.
I feel no. Gladiator came out. No, Gladiator came out later than that. It's 2000. Yeah, it's 2000. Yeah, 2000. All right.
Okay. All right. Barely made it.
I'm about to say we're killing our argument if that's the case.
Yeah.
When you
what about Taken came out in the 2000? Ooh, boy. You know what the 90s got for that? The Taken series.
Hey, Harry Potter?
Yeah. 300 is not. Yeah, 300 is not on the same level as the other movies you're talking about.
Come on, man. We talking about Terminator 2, man.
And Inception's the 2010s. Inception's the 2010s. Yeah. It's really
might have some good movies.
No, I feel like I don't know. I think you're right. The 90s got the better movies, man. So then, what do the 2000s got? If they don't got the music, they don't got the movies, man. It's hard out here.
It's hard out here. I know. Isn't it weird to realize you grew up in a whack era? Nah, think about the kids today, man. They won't realize it for like 10, 15 more years that they're late. It'll take them a minute.
Now
but then they'll realize, I grew up in a whack ass era. Like, yeah,
people today have the best TV. Best TV.
I don't even agree with that, man.
No, come on.
I couldn't agree with that.
Yeah, come on.
I think TV is, okay, so we can talk about this. TV is great now. I love that there's so many shows of quality, dog. I've been watching Shogun. Great shit, okay? But all these streaming services is annoying as hell. Okay?
Yes.
You got to go to each one and, is that on that one? Oh, it's on that one. I thought it was on this one. That's stupid.
Yeah, that is annoying. It's annoying.
It's super annoying. Plus, a lot of shows
that knock it though
are not that good, man. Like honestly, me and my girl was talking the other day. We want to go back to right before this happened when you had Fire DVRs and cable.
Yeah.
With all the channels.
Yeah.
That was the best time.
Yeah.
So you wasn't running out of your shows. They wasn't going away. They wasn't deleted. But you didn't have to go through all these streaming services. You had all the shit in one spot.
That's true.
So there is more TV than ever. Because each one of the streaming services want to have their original shows. That I got to go to their streaming service. Oh, Halo's on this one. Oh, Stranger Things on this one. You know, that's annoying. And so I don't love this TV like time.
But all of these kids get whatever is popular, people gonna watch it no matter what.
Yeah, and
so
and you might have to go to different, but it's no different than going to different channels. I mean, when you have cable, they got 200 different channels you got to go to. It's not. How is it that different?
It's different, man. When you had cable, again, right at the end of cable, before cable fell off the cliff, it was fire. You had all the shit saved. You could go to it. Exactly. On the TiVo, you could still rewind and skip commercials. But if I want to watch Game of Thrones the next day, boom, I can watch it live. It's all in one spot. I ain't gotta go back, go to the app for the. Which one is that on? Oh, it's on Apple TV. All right, go to the Apple. Apple TV don't work as good as Netflix. I gotta change it. It's just not as smooth. You think it's just as smooth as it used to be?
It's not as smooth. It's not as smooth. I mean, yeah, I agree with you in that case. But they do have, like, if you have like you said, if you have like the Apple, do you have like a hub where you get all the stuff on your screen when you have a smart TV?
If I pay for all of them, I could search them. Oh, they all popped up, and I wouldn't have to worry about it. But I don't pay for all them things. I pay for all of them things. Hell no.
I feel like a majority of people do, though. Honestly,
I don't think so, man.
I'm not getting Paramount. I'm not getting. What's some of the other ones?
Yeah, not those, but those don't even be having the fire shows like that. The network ones don't be having the best shows to me.
Paramount got the channel.
All right,
I don't care about that.
And Star Trek. Hey, look, because you ain't a cool nerd like me.
Yeah. So no lie, not you said in the chat. No lie, pre-2000 movies have more culture and longevity, and that's true. I try to think of the best 2000 movies, and they just don't. They don't have. They're not as long standing. They're not like the superhero movies that came out are probably the best of the 90s stuff. The most memorable, long lasting of the stuff, and that's I don't know. That's not saying that.
I mean, the 90s had a bunch of other movies, man. But when I think about the 90s, I think of super fun movies that I never stopped. But there's movies in the 80s and 70s too that's great. But definitely is going to be, to me, there's a lot of movies in the 90s that I love.
And then we're just now, everyone's just remaking the stuff from those eras, the 90s, the 80s, they just
remaking from the earlier eras. Are you excited for that Ghostbusters?
I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Okay, all right.
Does it look good to me? I don't. Okay. So the last movie, all right. I don't know if you saw the last movie, the one with. It was all right. Exactly.
Yeah.
It was better than the reboot with all the women.
No, not that.
Yeah,
get out of here. That was.
That's funny.
I'm talking about the last one where they found all of the Egon's kids or whatever, or whatever the hell they are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And so this one is just those same characters with the originals as well. So
yeah, I feel like they're just making me go see it because of nostalgia bait, which I'm gonna go see it. So it worked.
Well, that's the whole marketing scheme for all these movies, all the remakes. So let's jump into So we had another thing that we wanted to talk about. Royce was on the Joe Budden podcast, and he talked briefly. I'm gonna play the clip, but he talked about how J. Cole is the only competitive rapper right now, and he talked about the state of hip hop right now. Since we were talking about what the best era is, we're gonna listen to Royce say what's the state of hip hop in his opinion.
I feel like I need to know how you feel about
like and
all
subscribe,
these
everybody.
label
like
layoffs.
Subscribe.
I feel like I need to know how you feel about, it sounds generic, but the state of the rap game in general, the state of rappers in general.
I think we can find some 2000 movies.
Speak to the competitive nature or
Movies
lack
started
thereof.
falling off
Just
like,
tell me
what,
what you see when you
2015?
look out into the
Maybe a little
landscape.
bit earlier than that.
All right, so
I haven't taken a real deep look out into the landscape. from where I'm sitting, it looks like J. Cole is the only one being competitive. He's the only one who's rapping with the kind of conviction that says, like, I still value the number one spot as a lyricist. Yep. I see.
So right there, he said J. Cole is the only one being competitive, only one valuable in the number one spot as a lyricist. What do y'all think of this? Is this true? Y'all feel like J. Cole is the only person, trying to be the best lyricist? And he also goes on later. He talks about how lyricism just isn't as important in rap anymore. So, how do y'all think of it? What do y'all think of that?
The way I feel like Royce is saying it is as far as like the mainstream guys, like the front page of hip hop. And yeah, I agree with that. None of these other mainstream rappers is rapping like that. That's not the point of their music, I don't think.
Yeah, but what I find, my thing is, why do we assume he's only talking about mainstream rappers when Royce and Joe Budden were never mainstream rappers? So to me, it's odd. Why would they only be talking about mainstream?
But then why the hell would you say that? Because you got niggas like Ransom out here barring up the tracks. We're gonna talk about Ransom and Skeese later. How could you even say that? We got both those albums on the same day. Right, we got albums from lyricists all year.
Right.
So
Sky Zoo just dropped a great album. That's my issue with the statement, because Royce was never the top rapper in the game, but he always hung his hat on being the best lyricist, and
his head messed up, man. He's still smarting from that beat down from Lupe, man. He's just still not right, man. He's still not right, man. Because this don't make no sense to me. I didn't understand this when I heard this.
No, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense because the front page of hip hop before this time was still lyricists on the front page. When you think of Jay-Z and Nas, and even after that, I mean, DMX was still around that time, but those people still had lyrics. Music had substance, but they were still on the front page of hip hop.
Well, he's right to say that there's people a lot of people are not trying to be good rappers. I agree with that. But I just don't understand how you can say there's only one person that's going for the bar crown when I feel like I'm getting an album at least once a month with people trying to go for the bar crown. I mean, so I don't get it.
Yeah, I find it odd. I think B-Dog, because I agree with you. I think maybe he's speaking to just the mainstream audience, but to me, it's odd for someone who's never been mainstream to speak to only the mainstream audience. That just seems like I just feel like that doesn't make sense. So I gotta assume maybe he just doesn't listen. Maybe he's not listening to the state of rap. But he asked him. The question was, what do you think of the state of hip hop right now? And his answer was J. Cole's the only one going after being the best lyricist. And I just think that's not true. I gotta agree with both of you. I think that's an untrue statement. Now you could say lyricism isn't what sells anymore, but I don't think it ever was. So that's all that part too. So like,
I don't know about that. You don't think?
I agree with you.
Well, yeah, I guess never. You're right. Sales, yeah. But
when did lyricism ever
recognition-wise,
sell? Literally, Jay-Z's famous line is, "If rhymes sold, I'd probably be lyrically Talib Kweli." He said that in 2003.
Okay, but we're not gonna quote known sellouts, are we? I mean, like let's quote people that's actually rappers. I mean, actually care about rapping.
Yeah, but notoriety and respect always mattered, though. For the lyricists, they always got that.
But it only mattered to people who were into that anyway, who were looking for that. So there's always been people that haven't been looking for that. I mean, since, I don't know, go back as far as you can. Sugar Hill Gang didn't write their rhymes. Eazy-E didn't write his rhymes. They were still popping. So everybody wasn't always looking for the crown of the great lyricists.
That's true.
I think that's true. Exactly. So that's my point. That's why I feel like to me the thing that what sounded disappointing is because he then says, like, so if we continue the clip, he says that's cool with him because he could do other stuff too. I feel like he's just kind of like trying to make it okay to, because he wants to go in a different route, which is fine. You don't gotta. He doesn't have to stay being the lyricist. But I don't know. I feel like he's just downplaying. I feel like you're right. This is still like trauma from that Lupe beatdown, and he's just trying to be like, it's okay. I don't got to be the most lyrical anymore.
Why you would say that? Like Lupe is one of those people who is going for the rap crown or bar crown when he raps. Grandmaster Caz wrote for Sugar Hill Gang, if I ain't mistaken. I mean, at least the main hit that they got, hip rapper delight. I couldn't think of the name of the word.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's always been a thing. But what we talking about? Why he's messed up from Lupe beating him down. Lupe went mural on that boy, and now he upset. Look, I love Royce. I just don't know what I don't know what he's talking about here. Was he trying to talk about only mainstream rappers? Because if that's what he's saying, then that's fair. Even though I do think Drake cares about lyrics sometimes, not all the time.
Sometimes,
but on some songs,
he cares. He wants the respect of rap.
Yeah.
He wants that respect. He knows it doesn't sell, but he constantly makes the timestamp records so that he gets the respect. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't get it. I don't really get it. Like I said, Royce is he's a nobody as far as mainstream love. Like people don't always know who he is. So to slight people who are doing it out here that maybe he should know about is weird to me.
Yeah. I do think that's weird. I feel like this is because, like, on this podcast, like I said, this is an opportunity, to shout out, some of the doper lyricists. Like I said, I know he's because I know he had a relationship with Griselda before when they were on Shady or whatever. Right? I know he had talked about them before, or something.
But he was
exactly. So
some good songs with him too.
Right. So to not say Conway here is going for the lyricist bar, like, it's just odd. It's like it's odd to only shout out J. Cole. It just seems weird to me. He
was on that song on Conway. What was it? Grimiest of All Time, the one with Osama bin Laden on the cover.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I don't really get it. I don't really get it. There's like 30 rappers going for the bar crown at least.
Yeah. So again, I don't know what's up with Royce. He did talk about now. So would y'all be interested? He talked about Prime 3. He said that he's got that in the works. He said that Prime got tons of beats for him, but he just hasn't rapped over him. He said he's not as inspired to rap.
Because he's scared to rap because Lupe eat him down. I'm sorry, I'm so hurt. I thought Royce was gonna come out and kill shit, and that's why he don't want to rap no more. That's why he got the beats sitting in his desk in a thumb drive.
Yeah, I agree.
Come on, Royce.
I really feel like he hasn't recovered from that Lupe diss. I really feel like he hasn't recovered yet.
Come on, man. I believe in you, Royce. You could do this, man. I know you could come back and get back to your cocky ways, but I think that dude hurt his heart.
Yeah. But he talked about Bad Meets Evil as well. Would y'all be excited for that?
No, thank you.
No? Not at all? Y'all wouldn't check that out?
Check it out for sure. I'm gonna listen.
I don't know about check it out.
I don't know about excited for it though. I remember the first Bad Meets Evil. I had a lot of excitement for it because I really liked what was it, Fast Lane that came out the first single.
Still a great song, yeah.
Yeah, but then that Lighters and stuff was so lame, and so he had some good songs on that album. I just don't know if I'm dying to hear him. But you know what? If he could bring Eminem towards his lane, it's gonna work out great. It's like,
right.
But if you chasing sales like the last one, I mean, he kind of admitted that he wanted that plaque. M helped him get that plaque with like trash like Lighters, and he got it, and that's great. But if you could bring Eminem towards hey, let's rap over some non-weird.
What if Eminem was featured on the Prime album? What would you think? Would you be excited for that?
That'd be great. Well, they hit Caterpillar, right? Or what was that on? That was on Book of Ryan, right?
Yeah, that wasn't on Prime.
That's good. I like that song. I would like to see more normal Eminem rapping, not weird beats, not weird beat changes. Just rap with the dude you rapping with.
Yeah, agreed. So I hope, I hope we all Royce fans, or I'm a big Royce fan. I would love to hear another bar exam or just a Prime, something from Royce. That's dope. The last little Heavens EP he dropped, he had a dope song with Redman, but the rest of it just wasn't it. So I really hope that Royce drops something dope, soon. Matt in the chat asks, "Do you think we're getting a Lupe album anytime soon?" I don't know. I don't know. He's been quiet. Lupe's been real quiet.
Move how you want. Move how you want. He dropped the songs, right? Rockefeller Y'all and something else. No, not Rockefeller Y'all.
No, Rockefeller Y'all came out last year.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I thought he dropped some other songs too, but he dropped a couple songs, but then he just does his own thing, man. He practicing his sword play and whatever the hell else he's doing. Yeah. Cool, man. Great. Working with the AI bots, helping them take over the world. Yeah. I don't know what he be doing, but when he wants to and it comes out, I'll be there.
He dropped a lot of singles, Lucy's last year. So I definitely think he's, if he wants to drop an album, he'll drop it. I just don't know what the status is. He's been kind of quiet, so.
He pop up when Royce come out though.
Yeah. All right. So let's jump into the music of this week, man. Let's jump into the music for this week. Okay. Some of the dope rappers that Royce did not mention. Skeese and Ransom, and both of them dropped an album this week, and I think both are good. So let's which y'all want to talk about first, Ransom or Skeese?
Let's start with Skeese, the worst album of the two.
Okay, all right, then let's go to Skeese. I'm surprised you said it's the worst album already. Now, I was in the According to Hip Hop chat yesterday, and there were people saying that this Skeese was the album of the year. So. I'm excited to hear. Let's go through the tracks and really see what we think about it. So, you think, all right? So, Testament of the Times is what it's called. All produced by Superior. Now, have y'all heard of this producer before?
Haven't.
Nah.
Okay. All right. So I'm in the same boat. Haven't heard this producer before. What did y'all think of the production? Let's start there. What did y'all think of the production on the whole album?
It was decent. It was okay. There's some songs I liked, some songs I didn't.
Okay. Yeah, it was side.
All right. So then let's go track for track. Union Twos. He's got a lot of. I thought it was good. I thought this was a good intro. What you think?
I don't like this.
I'll take it as an intro.
Union Twos.
There's a lot of tracks named after the sneakers. So
Twos is trash. Twos is trash, and the Union Twos
are trash.
So I couldn't do it.
Twos are disgusting.
Yeah.
Terrible shoe.
So you giving you taking points away from the song because you don't like the shoe?
I don't like the Union Twos, dog. It's the haters' ball, man. I don't have rational reasons. No, I mean the song was alright. It was cool. I didn't like the song that.
Okay, all right. What about In My Hand? See, I like the song. I thought so. I'll say this. I thought the first 5 tracks was the best parts of the album. What about In My Hands? What you thought?
I liked In My Hands more than I liked.
I was about the same.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay. So we all like this one.
Better beat too.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Definitely better than the first song.
Cement Fours.
Great shoe.
Yeah, that's much better shoe. Much better shoe.
Much better.
Way better song.
I like that one. I like that song too. Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites to me on the album right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 Cents. I like 2 Cents a lot.
I like 2 Cents. I don't know about a lot, but I like 2 Cents.
Okay. All right. And
I like number 5 more.
Cantony,
I like this one.
Characters with Roll Streets. All right.
I thought Royce had a great verse on
Yeah. Yeah, I thought Rome had a
it.
good
So
verse. You thought he had a better verse than Skeese?
yeah, and,
Okay.
I mean, look, I listened to this twice. So I could give it some more spins, but I mean, I thought Rome Speed definitely had him. Rome got him on this one. I thought this
Yeah.
was a good Rome verse.
I thought it was a good Rome verse too. I would agree. I think Rome slightly got him. Yeah. And then to me, Preguntas was a track that was just very to me. This is kind of where
I like this song actually.
Okay.
You like that one? Okay.
I like this one.
The
All right.
question. It's the question.
Good.
The concept we've heard before.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not bad execution. I didn't hate the song. I didn't love it either.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I didn't hate it at all. I didn't hate it at all. All right, and then Subi tags. I thought this was one of my favorites too. This is one of my favorites. You didn't like this interlude? I like the beat a lot. I like the sample here.
I did like the beat on it.
Yeah. I don't really know what made this an interlude more than any of the other songs. There's lots of like 2-minute songs. Like I don't really, but it was a good song to me.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bruh. Both times I listened to this album, the last like 4 songs all just ran together in my head.
Agreed. This is why I said I thought the beginning was the best part. I agree with you. That was my reaction.
Focus on this the second time because I listened to it like one time in the morning, one time in the afternoon in my car, both times. And I was like, well, maybe I feel different in the afternoon. And I put it on, and I was like, I was vibing with it early on. I was feeling it, and then I don't know what happened, but I looked up, and I was on maybe Preguntas, and then after that, the album was over, and I was like, oh, those songs kind of like I heard them, but were they good? Did I like them? I don't know. Let's listen to them again. Same type of thing happened. I'm like, okay, I'm just not. These are just okay.
Well, so to me, all right. So then this is what because to me the album is it's almost kind of uniform in beats are similar in style. The rapping is just it's not like a lot of different subject matter or something like that. It's really just bars and beats. So it seems like when you listen to it, like I said, when I like the beginning part, and I think those are stronger songs, not just because it's the beginning, but because I think they're stronger songs. And then I like Sign of the Cross is another highlight, and I like his last song, Skyscraper. But I do feel like all starts to run together as you listen to it. It just starts to blur together to me. It's like, okay, it's just another, competent. Skeese is a good rapper. I would say very talented rapper, but he's not wowing me.
So I was about to say that's one of the things that stands out to me is very competent rapping, but I listen to a lot of the same type of music, and to me, he's not standing out on this like he did on the one we had last year. Yeah, because to me, this is a lot of just a mid. It's cool. I ain't mad, but what am I gonna really come back to this for? What is the hype here? What is the good song? What is the thing that I'm gonna remember besides shoe references and our diverging opinions about some of these shoes that he likes that I think are hideous, like tubes, any tube, every color you can.
Any tube, yeah. No matter what color you put on the tube, it's ugly. That's an ugly shoe. God,
yeah. So I agree. It's not. So why do you think? All right, because do you think this is better? So you think this is worse? Everyone thinks this is worse than Abolish Uncertainties?
This is not spark that makes me want to listen to it again.
So what did he do on Abolish Uncertainties that is missing for you here?
I think this is where the intangible element of good music comes in. So I do think I think the beats are better on Abolish Uncertainty. Mm-hmm. I think there's more uniqueness to some of the songs, conceptually and execution wise. So that's really my issue. I mean, I don't know if this is meant to be to the same level as that. I mean, that seemed inspired, and this seems like raps. and that's cool. I love raps, but this doesn't seem to be inspired rap.
Yeah, I like I said, I like this album. I think it doesn't reach the highs of songs like Symmetry, like you said. It doesn't have the highs. It doesn't feel as inspired. I just feel like it's too similar throughout, and I don't know. It just doesn't meet those same highlights. So I love Skeese. I think he's a good rapper, but I don't really understand the people saying this is album of the year or the people saying this is better than Abolish Uncertainties. He doesn't have any concept song like Burner Phone on this album. The things like those are memorable moments on an album, like Abolish Uncertainties. Those are like, I can point to those tracks to say, oh, look at Skeeze's skill here and here. Look what he did here. Even stuff like Sideline Stories, where he does the Sideline Story thing from J. Cole, those are memorable moments on his last album, which on this album, it just feels like that's another superior beat, which is, they all are similar. That's another sample loop, and then Skeese rapping over it. There's nothing unique about the tracks that I can really...
And the beats are just alright. I want to hear, and we're gonna talk about this when we talk about the Ransom, man. But I want to hear some stuff that's exciting, man. Like we don't have to. I guess people don't understand the secret sauce of what makes Alchemist great, because it sounds like people are kind of just on that type of wave.
Yeah.
But the sample you use and the way you use it matters a ton. Two people can use the same sample and make a way different beat with it. And I feel like this album, it's there. It ain't there though. It ain't that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the same ingredients, but the sauce ain't fire.
Let us know in the chat. Did anyone in the chat hear this one? I guess maybe no one's heard this Jay Skeese. I would definitely say it's worth checking out. If you haven't heard Skeese, definitely check out Abolish Uncertainties. He's one of the, I would say, the newest, hottest rappers. Would you say who would you say is a better new rappers? Is Skeese or Jid, or like is there somebody else that's like the most promising new rapper?
Stove and Jid.
Stove and Jid. Yeah. Who you got number one? I would say Jid is still the.
I would say Jid right now. I love Stove too, and I think both of them got pretty much near classic album. Or I don't know if Jid does yet, but like I love that last album Jid had. I still listen to songs off that.
Same.
So, and I listen to that Stove Reasonable Drought, and he got so many features in Griselda. So
yeah.
But Jid be everywhere, dog.
He got his last feature with Griselda was dope. So
oh man, that was one of the best songs of the year, man. Yeah. I listened to that shit. Mama's Prime Time. Great verse from him. So I get
a lot more wow factor from Jid when I hear a verse from him. And it doesn't even always be the same style. He could do different styles. But you hear it and you go, wow, I don't know if someone else could have done that. With this Skeese albums, a lot of, like I said, it blends together, and it's like, some of it is just like, okay, like, so the number one problem I made, number one mistake I made, when I first listened to this album, I heard it after the Ransom album. We're going to move on to the Ransom album next. But that was a mistake. I should listen to this first and then Ransom, because Ransom's wow factor is like apparent throughout the album, and when you go from listening to those bars, those on those beats, it's like then you're listening to a very competent rapper afterwards. You listen to a very competent rapper, they just don't have the same wow factor. They don't their bars aren't as as good. So you're just like, okay, I can go back and listen to those Ransom. Especially if it's on the
if you're in the Ransom lane, get out the lane. Like you gotta put your blinker on and move over. You don't want to do that. At least not at the same time. You don't want to be in direct comparison unless you want to get on the track with them and show your stuff. Really show your skills. Which I think he have that we talking about that album now?
Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on to the next one.
We going into order or whatever about it?
Well, what's our overall thoughts? Keep going on your overall thoughts. Yeah.
So my overall thoughts, I was kind of disappointed in this album. I'm not gonna lie, only because of Fraud. I thought Fraud did not bring his A game here, and I'm assuming that he gave a selection of beats and Ransom chose the ones he wanted to get on, but either he didn't choose the right ones or Fraud came with some of his weaker stuff. Because I think Fraud is a very good producer, and I think he matches what other people are doing. And I thought he would bring some more up-tempo stuff for Ransom.
See,
Ransom gave me pretty much the same tempo he's been in. But DC4, he has like different flows. In this one, it's almost all the same cadence.
All the same. I was gonna say, to me, the production on this is very similar. This, to me, is like similar to the Superior album. So I was like, I was switching back and forth, and I was like, man, like I couldn't tell. The difference between the producers. If you didn't have a tag on it, you could tell me one of them produced the other and I wouldn't know.
I do not agree at all.
Okay, go ahead, P-Dog. You don't agree. What do you think about the production?
This is a good album to me. I like this 8-pack.
Yeah.
As someone who doesn't listen to Ransom all that often, this is good for me to hear. I liked it. So I'm surprised y'all said that.
Well, I'm
I just
about
wanted a little bit of. I wanted to hear a couple of different pockets from Ransom. I've heard this pocket from Ransom. He kills this. I don't have no issue with that. I like a bunch of the songs. I thought Fraud would give him some different stuff. So think about what's the last album Fraud had that was good. That was somebody that probably would be in this lane. Probably the one with Benny, right? Plugs 2? Mm-hmm. Think about the songs on it. He got the one with 2 Chainz on it. That's a very, very different sound than this one. And I thought that we would get a little bit more, maybe not that whole sound, but maybe something along those lines, maybe to give Ransom different pockets to get into. But maybe I'm just mistaken in looking for that,
I agree with you. I do feel like, especially when you listen to, Director's Cut 4, which is his last project that he dropped last year, and this one, this is less, just it's like all the same throughout, pretty much. I feel like, and I love, but Ransom, to me, the biggest difference in the two albums is that this one, again, Ransom is a bigger star. Ransom has the wow factor. So even if the beat is just cool, it's just a loop that's just cool, Ransom brings the wow to it with the bars. I mean, this guy, I just think is on another level with his rapping. I mean, his punchlines. I think there's really nobody that is doing the punchlines like him at this time, in this moment.
It's not his punchline. He used to be in the middle, beginning, end of these bars. I mean, this dude is, to me, he's rapping on another planet. I think I need to hear him with Lupe or something. Like, the dude is rapping, man.
Agreed. And then he consistently has great features. He's still, always has these, great features on his album. And then also, I think this is 20 minutes. It's a 20-minute runtime. All these songs are short. So when you're listening to it, it's quick and it doesn't get to that slogging, all start to run together, all sound the same feeling that the Skeese got to. I think if Skeese album was cut in half in time, we would be praising it more too. I'm glad that this was just an EP from Ransom and not a full length of this, because a full length of this, I think we would have the same complaints.
But you know what? I thought this felt not quite as long as the Skeese album, but I mean, I thought this felt longer than 20 minutes or something like that. Like when I listen to these songs in my car, because I listened to this maybe 4 or 5 times since it came out. I ran to it that first day in the morning, and I was like, okay, that's cool. But then I listened to it, and I was wild by some of the bars. I mean, I think this dude is great. But the second time I listened to it, I was like, okay. Like, I started really, wanting to hear these songs over and over. So I think he's really wowing as far as the rapping. I think some of these songs are really good. Some of the beats on them, I think, are good beats. I don't want to make it sound like I hate every beat on here. I just was hoping that Fraud would give him a little variety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go through it.
All right. I mean, it's quick. So, I mean, I don't know. Well, let's just Immaculate Conception. I thought was a great intro.
Yep.
Great intro. I mean, Chain of Command. I thought was great.
Yep.
Fire.
Matchstick Men. I thought was great.
I just love. Wait, hold on. The Chain of Command, how you started flipping all the album titles was so tight to me.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I know it's been done before, but that was just so fire to me. I love that.
Yeah, and
He did a good job with it.
He did a great job with it, and then he stuck to specifically who he said that he's made out of. Like, you know, I'm Nas and, you know, and Jay-Z combined, and then he like did all their album titles. It was really dope.
Yeah.
So
Dope.
it was really well done. Yeah. And then I think, listen, I mean, we could just go through this forever. I love Boldy, so I love.
Oh, this beat was great too. This is one of the. This beat was amazing. It was great
When
too.
this song came on, I screamed in my car like, I was hyped.
Yeah.
I
it
didn't
was
like
fire.
it this way. I love Boldy, man. I'm
too.
such a Boldy stan. I can't wait to see this dude live in like 2 weeks. I am super excited. Yeah, so as soon as I heard him come on, first of all, dude could rap over everything also. And he's so low key. It don't even seem like he's like killing it. It seems like he's barely doing it.
Yeah.
And he's killing it every time. I'm such a big Boldy fan, man.
Yeah.
Agreed.
This is fire. I needed this as a Boldy fan. This is great. This is great.
Agreed. And I think Ransom albums consistently do this, where they have like the artist shine on his albums, on his projects, even though you would think, okay, Ransom's so good, like maybe people would be like, you know, like forgettable next to him, but it's like he constantly has people come in on his albums and give great features and shine in their own way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the losses is good to
Was
me.
really good.
Yeah. And Wilson Fisk was cool with 38 Special. I always loved them together.
Yeah, for sure.
Eye of the Storm was the weak track to me. That was the weakest one.
Wait, that's the last one?
No, it's the second to last. And one is the one after that.
Oh, because the end was fire.
Yeah, and one was great.
I remember.
Eye of the Storm was the weakest track to me by far. I think this album, you know, I always love Shay with Ransom too. I wish she was another feature on there. They always feature together, but that's the only thing I would. Right.
It actually, so YouTube played it right after this album ended. I was like, oh, there we go.
Oh wait, what happened? What did it play?
YouTube, so like the YouTube music or whatever, it automatically played Peaches and Herb right after.
Oh, okay.
The song with her and Ransom from like 2 weeks ago. So I'm like, oh, perfect.
Oh, it's a new song. It's a new song that they dropped.
Well, 2 weeks ago, right? On that Shay EP.
I haven't checked.
Come on, Dad. You didn't hear that song? Didn't we talk about the Shay EP?
The Shay.
She got a song with her.
We talked about the Shay Noir EP.
No, we ain't talking about no.
No,
Oh,
I missed this.
We should have talked about that then. What's that from? Like a month ago, maybe? Ain't that old?
I'm checking this out. I'm gonna check this out immediately.
Oh my goodness! The first song is with her and Ransom, ain't it?
Okay, what's it called?
Then they got one with her.
Okay, I see.
Isn't it evident?
Oh no! This is okay. No. This is I listen to this. You talking about the Colored Chocolate? Yeah, I listened to this. This was. Yeah, this came out in January. Yeah. Okay, I thought you were talking about a different one. Yeah. I remember this album. Yeah, this was, we talked about this one. I thought we did.
What are you talking about?
She put out an album, joint album last week. It looked like, or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm seeing that another project that she dropped.
Jinx 716. I don't know who that is.
Man, come on, man. How we missed that, man? I try to support Shay because to me, she the number one lady rapper out here.
I think Love the Genius.
She's not like Rhapsody, you know what I'm saying? You get this out of here. So he's a rapper.
Rhapsody got way better albums. Look, let's not do this. Let's not do this. Rhapsody got better albums. Let's not do the Rhapsody hate.
Because you don't have a flow. I'm sorry, some people get hated on.
No, you can't say she don't have a flow. She's got way better, and her last 2 albums are better than anything Shay's ever dropped. The Rhapsodies, the color, Lolly's Wisdom and Eve are both better than any Shay album.
Okay.
So until Shay drops album
You
on
told
that
me
level,
who I had to listen to any day. I'm definitely picking Shay over Rhapsody. 10 times on Sunday.
All right. Well, it sounds like people aren't that interested in these albums as much. I really do. I think that's sad. I think Skeese and Ransom both need more love in the hip hop community. So
we got all our fans when we start talking about some real rap.
Maybe it looks like it. So, but like us up in the chat if you a fan of these rappers. We about to jump into another thing we wanted to do today was do our very first hip hop draft. All right, so we're gonna draft the best rappers right now. Who we think are the best rappers right now in total overall. So how it'll go? We'll go youngest to oldest. So B-Dog will go first. A snake draft. All right, and whenever someone's chosen, obviously nobody else can pick them again, right? It's just a draft. So, best rappers, and then you guys in the chat can say who wins at the end, right? You can tell us who wins at the end. You can let us know in the comments who you think is the best drafter, who's got the best list. We're gonna draft 5 rounds. All right. So,
this is gonna be fun. We drafting based on who is best right now. That's it. Not talking about no legacy stuff.
Exactly.
Right?
Who's best right now in this moment? Who's had the most recent, hottest moments? Best album recently? We're not talking about something they did 10 years ago. Just right now.
Go ahead, Big Dog. What you got?
I'm going Cole, of course, first. Obviously. Easily.
J. Cole, first pick of the draft?
Easily.
J. Cole, first pick of the draft? Chad, let us know if y'all agree with that. I mean, oh man, is he number 1?
Easily.
So you agree with Royce? He's number 1 out right now.
Easily. Come on, man. Ain't no competition.
I think I'd have to withhold that pick until he drops his album. I'm ready for J. Cole to drop his album, and then I'll give him number 1.
I liked his last album a lot. It was my favorite album he's done in probably 10 years. So
I'm gonna go with my number 1 pick. We just talked. Man, I don't know. It's tough. There's a lot of options here. I'm gonna go with. You know what? I'm gonna go with Ransom. I'm gonna go with Ransom as my number 1 pick. That might not be
you got him.
popular choice, but I'm gonna pick Ransom. My number 1 pick in the draft.
All right, then I'm gonna go with Gibbs, my man, Gangsta Gibbs.
And you get 2 in a row.
Oh, it's over for y'all then. Actually, I don't know who my second one is. Give me the machine.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's
All
over
right,
for
if you
y'all.
didn't pick him, I would have. If you didn't pick him, I would have.
Dang it. I thought I was going next too. I was like, oh yeah, I got Conway easy.
It wouldn't be fair if we didn't snake it. We got to snake. All right, so
I know.
I'm gonna go with the young guy. Give me Jid. Give me Jid as my number 2 pick, man. Give me Jid as my number 2 pick.
Oh man, I'm so sad about that Conway pick. I really thought y'all was gonna try to big brain it and leave him on the table for me for real. Man, we said these people had to put out an album in the last 5 years, right? So a person who put out oh wait, dang, I just thought of another one. Oh man. I go back to back. Oh, I go back to back. Okay, cool.
You go back
So
to
all right. The I'm gonna go with J Rock. He was his last album was really one of my favorite albums of that year when it came out.
That's a rough pick because when's the last? I haven't heard J Rock.
Wait. I don't think you picked Dumb It Down. You didn't go after Ransom.
I said G.
Oh, you just said
I got
G.
Ransom and then I had G. It's my number 2 pick.
Okay. I'm writing them all down so I can remember.
Yeah.
I love that J Rock album. He put out some singles this year that last year that I like. Seemed like he ramping up to come back out again.
Okay, all right. You know the TDE ramp up cycle is a long time. He might drop next year if he drops some singles this year.
For sure. Yeah. So then I'm gonna go back to and I'm gonna take Pusha T. That's where I'm gonna go.
Okay, going back to what was it? It's Almost Dry. That wasn't it.
Yeah,
that was super mid. So I think that's a bad pick. That's a bad pick for your third round.
I don't know if it was mid. I still listen to some songs off of that album. I don't know if it was mid.
A couple songs off that album too.
Go
ahead, what you got? Dumb It Down?
Hey, y'all. Let's see. This is rough. I'm gonna go with. Y'all got him just sitting here. I can't believe you didn't pick this dude earlier. Drake. I'm gonna pick Drake. It's my third round pick. I'm gonna pick Drake. I got the number 1 rapper in the third round. I got the number 1 rapper in the third round. The steal of the draft.
All right. Put for all the dogs right next to this man's name. Come on, man. Y'all made me go off of the last album. Now, if we was talking about Honestly Nevermind, I give you that.
Oh man, I know what I got. Give me Mr. Number 1 song in the country, Kanye, and give me my man Boldy. Killing y'all. I'm killing.
Okay. That last Baldy project was not good.
No, I like the last Baldy project.
Yeah. The Penalty of Leadership, the one that came out this year, that one wasn't that good.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah. All right. I'm next. I'm gonna go with Lupe, man. He's still killing. His last album, Drumming in Zion, is amazing album.
Of course, you got to pick Lupe. You don't have to explain it to us. Just say you got to pick Lupe, man. We know you about to pick Fonte next. Go ahead, B-Dub. You got that.
Let's see. I know who I want to go, but I don't think their last project was that great for me. Let me double check.
Yeah, double check, man. Double check. Y'all getting killed. Y'all getting killed.
I'm murdering y'all.
Y'all getting killed, man. I got
man. I feel like we're not doing legacy, man. But I don't know who else to go. And I go twice. I don't want to go twice. Hold on, how many we got? 3, 4. So yeah, these are my last 2. I want to trade my 4th and 5th round pick for a later position. I don't know. This is tough, man. I guess I'll take them off the board. I don't know. I ain't even listened to that last album that much. I'll just go with Currency. I feel like I can never go wrong with Currency.
Yeah, Currency.
But then I gotta go again.
Who else
then
you
I
got?
gotta go again.
Last pick. Don't mess it
All
up.
right. There's a fan vote pick. All right. Oh, dang. Oh, speaking of the fans, I could have went. Oh man, I should have did a fan vote last time too. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna just pick the Grammy nominated rap album of the year. I'm gonna go with Killer Mike.
Killer Mike. Oh my goodness. Okay. I won the draft right here. I'm picking the greatest rapper of all time in the 5th round, Nas, the GOAT. Come on, man. Dude just dropped 6 albums in 3 years. How y'all not pick him?
You want to talk about the most recent?
Oh. He's still the number.
It's your rule, though.
Still, right now, he's number 5 pick of the draft. Easy win.
So we got one more pick.
Yeah, one more pick. Oh, you get 2 more. Oh no, you got one more. One more. I'm sorry, one more. Yeah.
Give me Stove, dog. Give me Stove. Give me Stove God. Stove God. Stove God. That's gonna be my team. I got the team, dog. I won, dog.
Oh, go ahead. Somebody let us know in the chat who won this.
This not even a competition. I killed y'all. It's over with.
My team. All right, let everybody run down their draft picks real quick. Let's start with B-Dog. What's your draft picks? Your 5 draft picks.
I had Cole, J-Rock, Pusha T, Currency, and Killer Mike.
Okay.
Nice.
I got Ransom, Jid, Drake, Lupe, Nas. I'm murder y'all. There's no way you beat those 5 names.
Right now, I got Gibbs, Conway, Ye, Boldy, and Stove God. I'm winning, dog.
Come on. Come on.
Who got a bigger hit?
I think Boldy got the best one. I think Boldy got the best one. I ain't gonna lie. Nah. If I'm being unbiased, Gibbs and Conway alone are just that's enough.
It's
come on, man.
What? Gibbs?
Ye got the #1 song on TikTok.
Dog, okay. Ye got the #1 song on TikTok. That's true. All right. So that's the biggest pick you got, Kanye. But Gibbs' last album wasn't even album of the year. First off,
okay, it wasn't album of the year because Nas released a classic album. Not his most recent though. He released a kind of not that great one and then a very good one, back to back, the following year.
Exactly.
Okay, great.
So I got,
but the Gibbs one was still very good. Plus, he has one of the best verses of this year on the Ye album.
Yeah,
but now
he does have this. He does have the great verse on the Ye album. That is true. That's 100% true.
Okay. So what? Boldy hasn't been killing it lately, or always never fell off.
No, I mean he's never fell off. Boldy's great. All your names are all great. No one picked bad names. We're picking the best right now. No one picked bad names. These are top 15. I think our 15 all together is a great list for the best right now. But I got Ransom and Lupe, the best lyricists. I got Drake, the #1 commercial artist. I got Jid, the best new rapper, and I got Nas, the GOAT. I mean, it's really like there's no competition.
You keep playing GOAT. We talking about now.
I know right now, what Nas did in the year 2023 is what I'm talking about. We don't got to even talk about the other years. I'm talking about what Nas did in year 2023. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. All right?
He did some nice things in 23. But in 24, I ain't seen to them.
Well, I mean...
Some guy ain't put out an album since 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that's a cheat. I don't like that. I don't like that. That's cheating. I don't like that.
What you mean? First of all, some guy had like the best verse on Benny album.
I mean, that ain't saying much.
Because Benny was the only other rapper on Benny's album.
He had the best verse. He's the second best verse. We definitely left some people out there.
Skyzoo is left out.
Skyzoo. Yeah.
I wanted to pick him, but Nas was sitting right there. I couldn't not pick Nas.
Yeah, you're right. All right, man. We'll let other people decide that. I'm gonna argue for my squad though, because if you tell me who I gotta pick, who I want to listen to, is these 5 right here. These 5.
We gotta everyone got they B-Dog, you wrote the whole draft out.
Everybody's down.
All right, because we're gonna make a community post and see what the community says. Who got the best draft? And let us know, man. Let us know if y'all like the drafts. We're gonna do a couple more if y'all like them. We'll see if it's a cool segment. If not, then we'll do something else. But let us know, like, subscribe, and comment who you think won this draft. All right.
B-Dog gonna break dance if this don't hit. We're gonna try something different. Try to go viral with some Caramel Thunder action.
All right. Last topic before we get out of here, man. I was watching, like I said, this is a conversation I kind of wanted to have. I was watching According to Hip Hop Man, and it was mentioned when people were talking about Killer Mike. You drafted him. You drafted Killer Mike. We talked about how great is he on a list of greatest of all time? Is he a top 50 rapper? So on and such. And it came up when someone mentioned Run the Jewels as a credit to Killer Mike, to his career and for his place in the top echelon of hip hop rappers. Someone said that this was only white music, and so I wanted to talk about what makes certain rappers considered, for the whites, or why do some people get that perception? Why is Killer Mike not as beloved in certain areas of hip hop?
I don't know. I don't listen to him as much as y'all do, so I can see how, just from the stuff that I heard from him, though, I could see how someone would say that. Very palatable music.
See, palatable. I don't. That's
understand
not what Run the Jewels is at all. Vinny Vegas in the chat real quick said, "Where do we rank Dungeon Family as a whole versus others like Boot Camp Clip?" I think if we talking about like just overall clicks, like labels or things like that, I would say the Dungeon Family's got to be number one, right? I mean, you got Outkast, Goody Mob.
Are they over Native Tongues? They can't be over Native Tongues.
Okay. Are they over Cash Money?
They over Cash Money, 100% over Cash Money. And I'm from New Orleans. I love Cash Money, but they over Cash
Money. 100% is crazy.
Come on, dog.
That's crazy. That's blasphemous, dog.
Is that blasphemy? We can't be honest?
Hey, I'm sorry, man. My bias about to come out, bro. They're not over Cash.
Y'all not being honest.
100% quick.
Dog.
They're not over Cash Money.
Okay, tell me. All right, name the Cash Money album better than Equimini.
400 Degrees.
It's not better than. No, come on. Don't do that. Don't do that. I love 400 Degrees, but don't do that. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to the people out there. Everyone knows that's a lie. Everyone knows that's a lie.
I like Equimini better too.
All right.
But that's it though. I don't think there's nothing else that they had that's better.
That's fine. That's fine. Oh well, you don't think that ATL is better too?
I don't know. That's hard now. See what I'm saying? Like now it's difficult. Is it better than Get It How You Live?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. I would say that Outkast is the top two albums, and then after that is 400 Degrees. And then
okay.
we talk about Cash Money. We got all the Wayne albums. You got a lot of albums after that. So then it's an argument. I just think that Outkast has. All right, so Dungeon Family as a whole, we just talk about Outkast so far. So, like, it's hard for all of Cash Money to beat just Outkast. All right?
Mm-hmm.
They got the album sales. They got the hit records. They got the a lot of classic albums.
Wayne also didn't quit midway through 20 years ago or whatever, and only producing flute albums now. That's
true, but Wayne also produced a lot of trash music that didn't involve a flute. Okay, so let's all right. You don't need a flute to fall off.
All day.
Auto tune over flute? You'd rather listen to the auto tune? You'd rather listen to Lollipop?
Guitars over flutes. Guitars over flutes.
Okay, guitars over flutes. Yes, I agree with that. I agree with guitars over flutes. All right. But you got CeeLo. All right, look, I'm just saying, in the group of Dungeon Family, you got CeeLo, you got Big Boy Andre, you got and maybe Killer Mike. All that you could say are top 50 rappers, right? In Cash Money, you got Wayne, Juvie.
Top 50.
Those are top 50.
Wayne top 10. Top 15. You know what I'm saying? Right up there.
Well, you said BG?
No, BG's not top 50. Come on, man. Don't do this. Don't do this, man. Don't do this. Don't do this. BG is not top 50. We could name 50 rappers out, and you really gonna put BG in the top 50?
Who got more hits than the big timers, dog?
More hits?
That's true.
We're not talking about a producer list, all right? If you talking about the big timers, we're not talking about the producer list. So, Manny Fresh.
I'm talking about songs, dog.
Yeah, come on, man. Baby doesn't belong on the top anything list. All right.
Did Baby have a fire verse on that Get Your Roll On?
Did he write it? I don't know.
Who cares? I hope he wrote it because this shit is trash. But who else wrote it then?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Man, he also has some terrible bars, but guess what?
He wrote all
that song is fire.
He wrote all.
It's better than a bunch of big time stuff. Yo, Goody Mob is great, and I like them, and they be rapping.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't got no Whoa Kibo Sabe.
Okay, all right.
They don't.
They don't, and Cash Money don't have they don't have an equipment. Like I said, they don't have.
Yeah, but they got
they don't have a Bombs Over Baghdad. They don't have a. Yeah.
They got a New Orleans Gemini. It's called 400 Degrees.
Yes, it's amazing. It's an amazing album.
They got a singer on there, but New Orleans got Papa Roo. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? What you know about Papa Roo?
All right,
he's singing.
All right, so you still hanging your hat on one album. You hanging your hat on one
album. I'm not backing down. Cash Money. No, I didn't. I talked about multiple albums already. I talked about Big Timers album. Talked about Hot Boys albums. Talked about Wayne albums. You want me to get into some extra characters? You want me to add Drizzy Drake in there?
All right,
Nicki Minaj?
All right, so you got your list would be Native Tongues #1, which is the right choice, and then what's after that? Wu-Tang.
Probably.
And then you got Cash Money #3. Is that what you saying?
Probably.
So better than. All right, let me list them out. So Cash Money, you saying is better than Boot Camp Clip.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say that.
Okay. All right. Cash Money better than let's see. What are the other clicks? Rockefeller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cash Money was better than Rockefeller when they both was out. When they both was hot.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Look, God, don't name Memphis Bleak. Okay. Don't start naming rappers.
Beans. They got Beans, Kanye, Jay-Z. I mean, that's a tough.
And that's it. You name the list. That's the list.
I named the list. I named the whole list.
That ain't the big time.
All right. Okay. That's not the deepest list. That's.
All right. We got Wayne, BG, Juvie, and then are we gonna count the Young Money people too?
No.
Are we counting?
No, that's two completely different eras. Young Money is a completely different thing than Cash Money. Don't even try to do that. That's not even fair to do. Come on.
I don't even care. I don't care. They on the New Orleans label. Cash Money Records. All right. Big Timers. Big Timers didn't have Get Your Roll On?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Manny Fresh is one of the best.
They did, right? Okay, then. They did, right? Cash Money made up Bling Bling, right?
Yes.
Okay, then. All right, so we're going to give Wayne his props when he was a child. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Give him his props. They don't have no Hot Boys albums? Like, Get It How You Live?
Okay.
That's a good question. Let me see.
Okay. Talking about them Hot Boys.
No, but I mean, like, who you saying? Like, compared to what? What are you trying to compare it to?
Let me ask you a question, Doug.
Good.
When Jigga wanted to get on a hit, who hit he came to get on? Came to get on that Cash Money. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Was
true.
Cash Money begging to get on the Jigga song?
No.
Nope.
But they were happy. Man, come on, you don't do that. They were happy to have Jay-Z on
their
their
Rough
record.
Riders album. We had a whole Rough Riders album. Who was on that song?
So what about Rough Rider? You think
Remember
Cash
one
Money
song
better
on
than
the
Rough
Rough Riders
Riders?
album? The number one song on that Rough Riders album was what? Down Bottom. Who was on that? Juvie. You know what I'm saying? That's the song that ran that summer.
Yeah. Okay. You would say Cash Money over Rough Riders?
Yeah, man. Rough Riders is great. I love Rough Riders, but album wise, come on, it's not even close.
I mean,
not even
you think that
Rough Riders might have
Cash Money don't got a single, nothing better than It's Dark and Hell is Hot?
They don't. Okay. It's Dark and Hell is Hot to me is like is up there with like Illmatic and It Takes a Nation of Millions. Like it's not to be touched.
Okay. So then
and then everything else is not that. Nothing else is that from
nothing else is that. You're right. Nothing else is that. Rough Riders, okay. I give you the Rough Riders because nobody else in there other than DMX is really
I think Eve had good albums. I think Locks had good albums. But come on, man.
Yeah.
They're not the best BG album.
All right. You make a good point. You make a good case for the Cash Money. You make a good case.
Of course,
for Cash Money
because it's true. I'm saying facts, man.
You're still stretching it. They're still not better than Dungeon Family. You make a good case for them being better than these other people, but they still have to be number 4 after Dungeon Family. 100%.
Let me tell you something. New Orleans always over Atlanta, dog. It's not even a question.
I agree with that.
Not even a question. Not even a question, man.
I agree with that. All right.
Atlanta's trash, dog. They hyped to get Kirk Cousins. That's how you know you trash.
Yeah, y'all think but they probably win the division with Kirk Cousins.
Oh, you beat Denise Allen. Oh, that's dope.
They still trash. We just trash her. Yeah.
I don't care. The state's trash right now.
Yeah,
don't make Atlanta not.
All right. So back to the original discussion, man. What makes certain rappers get this? Certain types of music get this. That's for white people type thing. Why is Run the Jewels not get the respect it deserves in certain hip hop circles?
Hate. It's pure hate, man. Pure hatred for. I don't really understand. Like, what is white about the music? And you have to explain it to me. Like, point it out. What is the white aspect of it? Is it the beat, or they're made by a white person? Is that why the songs are white? Because is that what we're saying about other white producers? We're not saying Alchemist makes white music.
No,
I don't really understand that.
I think it's my theory is I think it's the electrical sounds. I think that certain people don't like just the electronic type production.
I don't really understand that, man. I don't understand why that's race based. Like only white people like electronical sounds. Then what the Neptune's been doing all this year? That's a black dude and an Asian dude. Like, I don't get that. I don't understand. Like, you gotta give me some kind of explanation for why this is white music.
Right.
If you point it out to me, I thought white music was rock, guitar type stuff. So that's not rock. It's not country. It's not that. It's electronic type sounds. Like, that's hip hop, man. I feel like this has always been hip hop. Mm-hmm. Something that's created in the late 70s, early 80s, and you have people playing with electronical sounds. You have stuff like Planet Rock, which is like that's like some like what are we talking about? How is that hip hop? And then this is not, because it's a white dude and a black dude rapping together. They rapping about killing your boss, taking over. Capital, anti-capitalistic. How is that a white man's position? That's traditionally been the black man's position, I thought. So I'm confused.
Yeah, I think LP is just underrated in general. I mean, even his solo career. I mean, LP. Is I feel like a great artist. Probably he should be considered is the best white rapper or hip hop artist. At least in that list, but. I don't know why he doesn't get a lot of respect in a lot of hip hop circles. I think his production is amazing on Run the Jewels, and I think their rapping is both funny, like you said, it's socially conscious. I don't see anything about it that is like unrelatable in some way. It's not like he's talking about. It's not like a Eminem type thing where he's talking about like killing his wife or something. It's not. There's nothing about it that's that's wild in that way. I love Run the Jewels. And a lot of people in the you know.
I don't understand either, man. I'm a big Run the Jewels fan. So look, I'm biased. I just don't, if people in the chat can explain why it's white music to enjoy Run the Jewels, I'm not against it. I just would like to understand why. I'll say I like white music if it's good music. I'm not. Well, look, every time I look on TV and I see them people in Boston singing "Sweet Caroline," black people singing it too. So it's not my song, but they love that shit. Okay.
Yeah, that is like the most overrated song.
It's so trash. Yeah, the song's trash.
The thing is that people get hyped to it, and the song is so slow. It takes so long to build up. If you're like waiting for it, like everyone's waiting for this, like to say the "Sweet Caroline" part. Like I don't understand it. Like I can't.
Yeah, no, I don't understand that either. But like I said, I don't understand. If it's a white music, I'll take the L, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, and say that I like white music then, because I like RTJ a lot. But
yeah, I don't like racializing like certain aspects of, especially of hip hop. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't like, and this has always been a thing. I mean, even like you said even rock, like, or something like that. It's always been a thing. You listen to rock or something like that in high school with somebody and be like, oh, that's white people music or something like that. I don't really like the idea of racializing music. Number one, all of it is black art forms, like originally. You know what I mean? Like they all came from black people originally. So it's like you just don't like certain instruments, or you don't like certain subject matter. Like it doesn't make it we shouldn't racialize it. Like it's just let's talk about the artists for what they are, their qualities of what they are. And I think Run the Jewels has great production. They're funny lyrics, socially conscious, and it's hype. It's like to me, I think it's a different energy you get, and this is part of the thing too. It's a different energy you get from a Run the Jewels song, and like I don't know, a Mobb Deep or something. I mean, it's just completely different types of energy, and so some people feel like it's less hip hop.
I don't know if it's that different, man. I feel like Mobb Deep, you ready to punch somebody in the face, just like certain RTJ songs. So I don't even know if it's that different, man. It's a different tempo.
Yes.
It's a different kind of bounce to it. But I mean, I get a similar feeling when I hear Shook Ones and Legend Has It. So I don't know if that's the same for everybody, but I also feel aggressive and ready for action.
Yeah, and
is that wrong? I mean,
and I like that feeling in upbeat music.
Something like that.
I like that feeling in upbeat music. I like upbeat. So I think
I'm not gonna lie.
Go ahead.
Maybe I just like white music, man. I like what's my favorite Beastie Boys song? I always get hype off of Paul Revere. Anytime I hear Paul Revere, I'm getting hyped. If I put that on in my car, it's gonna sound great because that's one of those great car songs. It always sounds good. And they're talking about, I did it like this, I did it like that, I did it with the wiffle ball bat, so I'm on the run. It's like, okay, let's get hype. Boom, 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 boom. Like that song goes every time. I like early Eminem songs. On Slim Shady, I love songs like what's the one with the mushroom? I never should have gave you mushrooms, girl. That's a white song. I like that song. I'm not mad about liking that song. It don't embarrass me. It's funny,
We talked about the Slim Shady album is, to me, I love that album. I don't like the ones that get more praise is the Marshall Mathers album, and I don't like that one. But yeah, I love songs like Brain Damage or like the silly songs, like he's just being silly. Yeah, so
yeah. So I mean, look, if that's racialized, or whatever you want to call it, if that's considered white people music, that's fine by me. Don't bother me. I'm happy to say what I like especially at this age. I don't care.
Word. All right.
What do you think, B-Dog? You like Run the Jewels at all, man?
I never heard them, honestly. Can't say I've ever listened to their album.
Oh well, then that's the next one we review. We gotta review.
You gotta go listen to RTJ 1, dog. No, RTJ 2. RTJ 2 is the one.
2 is the one.
RTJ is great.
Let's do RTJ 2. next week, man, because I love Run the Jewels.
Sounds good. Any new albums coming out this week? Let's see.
I don't know, man.
Check the new albums that drop.
Release list.
They're not out. They're not out yet. It's not midnight yet. But
but who coming? I don't see nothing on him, man.
I don't know if anything.
Justin Timberlake new album coming out. Whoa.
Justin Timberlake?
I think that's everything I thought it was.
Man, this is a lame list, boy. Woo.
Yeah.
They said Ghostface got an album coming out next week, though.
Who?
Ghostface. March 20th.
Yeah.
So then,
hey, if it comes out, great. You know I love Ghostface.
So then, what other albums we gonna do next week? Then let's do Distant Relatives. It's another album I love, and we should review.
How many throwback albums you gonna do?
I mean, if there's no new music coming out, no new music.
You're right. Maybe it'll be a surprise or two, man.
Maybe. We'll see. But let's do Distant Relatives, Run the Jewels, and what's an older one? What's a 90s one?
A 90s one?
Yeah. Or Matt, where you been at? Matt didn't have nothing to say about it as any of our draft or any of our topics. But he's hyped for Distant Relatives.
What's an album from the 90s you ain't never heard, B-Dub?
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, wait. I know what we got to do is we got to do the the Jesus Price Superstar, because B-Dog said he didn't like that first Sean Price album.
Price Superstar, that's great.
Yeah, we could do that for sure.
All right. So those are three great ones. That's a great week of listening to music.
That's great. All right, cool, man.
All right, anything before we go?
Nah, dog. They see. Like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe. Let us know. Go ahead again.
Not today. Oh, I was saying he ain't got no F1 tapes?
I know. That's all.
Nah, F1 was off this week.
Dang.
We back next week, though. We bike.
We'll
be in Australia.
NFL is over with, dog. It's over with for NFL.
Oh, what y'all thought of the Russell Wilson drops? All that stuff?
That's fire. I wish more teams had the courage to do that.
That's true. I agree with that.
I think they'll still be trash next year. I think Sean Payton's going to be exposed for not being the offensive genius.
Point. They're supposed to be trash next year. That's why they let them go.
Yes, but I think even when no matter what quarterback they get, they still going to be trash. And it's going to expose Sean Payton for not being the offensive genius that he was hyped up to be. Drew Brees was just carrying the dude for years and years. And
I agree with that.
Hey. He carried him to 79 3 times in a row. Great. Thanks, Drew Brees.
No, we're not doing the Drew Brees hit. We're not doing that. We're not doing it. Now, all you rep for all this New Orleans stuff 2 minutes ago, and now you're going to hate on Drew Brees?
No, I can hate Drew Brees. I have no problem hating on Drew Brees. I like Drew Brees, but guess what? He choked against Tom Brady.
But you got a problem hating on Sean Payton. You got a problem hating on Sean Payton. Sean Payton was calling stupid plays on all of those losses.
I can hate on him.
Man.
I got no problem.
Man, at the time we had Drew Brees possibly being the top 5 quarterback. You got to overcome stuff like that. I don't want those excuses, dog. I like what Denver doing, honestly. They sticking. I like teams that pick their coach, give their coach time to build, do what they need to do, and they willing to cut losses when they see it ain't working out. I wish we would do that. Please fire Dennis. Get rid of all of these players. Dennis. I'm tired of us being $50 million over the cap every year. Yeah, just like start over, man. It's time to rebuild, and we don't want to. So
exactly, fire Dennis. I would love if we got rid of Carr, like those are the type of things. But we not making those type of things.
Yeah,
we not.
I'm interested to see them with a real OC because I ain't really got no problem with him. If he plays well, but I thought our OC was so garbage last year. It's hard for me to judge him. So
I agree with that.
Dennis Allen and all his coaching staff go.
That was the OC that was learning from Sean Payton all them years. So, I mean, you.
So now you saying that he's as good as Sean Payton as an OC because he wasn't.
I'm saying that both of them were carried by Drew Brees. That's all I'm saying. That's it.
You got a lot of Drew Brees hype, dog.
You got a lot of Sean Payton hype.
Come on, man. People overdoing Drew Brees.
Yeah.
What?
He had his chance.
Wait, what?
He had his chance and he choked it away.
He won a Super Bowl. He didn't choke it. Number one, we were robbed when he threw a touchdown pass and it was pass interference. That's a robbery. That's not
what
Brees'
happened
fault.
in overtime. He had a whole other overtime to make it right.
That's true. That's true.
And then the next year, we beat the brakes off of the Bucks both times that year. Like I think they might have scored 6 points total in 2 games. Yes. Destroyed them. We were destroying them in the playoffs.
That was defense.
Yes, exactly.
We were destroying them in the playoffs.
Yes.
And then here come Breeze, 3 giveaways at the end of the game for no reason. Just terrible. He messed up. He had his chance. He would have been able to beat Brady, Rodgers that year. Like, he would have been able to stack up all of those all-time wins that he needed to go down as one of the greats. And he choked.
He choked. And I'm not saying Breeze is perfect. I'm not saying he's number 1 quarterback of all time. I'm not saying any of that.
He went out there and threw the ball to Brady kids, man.
Sick, man.
I'm not saying
Brady retired.
No, Brady tossed it to his kids. Brady was like, "Hey, catch a ball from a winner."
Yeah. I just threw 3 picks in the game and still somehow won.
I'm not saying Breeze is number 1 all time. I'm not saying that. You keep comparing Breeze to Brady. Okay.
That's who he played. That's who he choked against. Who you want me to compare him to?
Yeah. Okay. Compared to the other people that people call the greats, is Breeze better than Favre? Is Breeze better than Aaron Rodgers? Is Breeze better than?
Better than none of them to me no more. He ain't better than none of them to me no more. He had the chance.
No, come on. How is he not better than Aaron Rodgers?
Wait. How you not gonna put him over Favre when he beat Favre to get to the Super Bowl?
Exactly.
That's nice and all. I mean, he might be above Favre. I don't know where I got Favre at.
He is above Favre.
He way above Favre.
He got 1 ring.
And he got an MVP. Breeze ain't got no MVPs.
Oh, that's true. But that's the media.
Hey,
they chose Peyton Manning over him in 2009, and then he went and beat Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl to get the Super Bowl MVP. So
I was with you. I was with you, dog. He had his chance. He had his chance.
You do this
thing, B-Dog. You do this thing. You do this. You got the same feeling with Zion and stuff now too. You do this thing where if your sports team lets you down, you hate on them. Like it don't gotta be.
I always hated Zion. As soon as he came out, I did not want us to draft him. I did not believe in him at all.
I don't understand that. Why? Okay, people can fail. That's fine, but that doesn't mean that you take away all the positives they did. The Saints only have 1 Super Bowl ring. We got that from Drew Brees. All right,
and Sean Payton.
All of our winning seasons were from Drew Brees, and all of the records we hold are from Drew Brees.
The Super Bowl was that was way more Sean Payton. The onside kick coming out of half, that's Sean Payton. That was amazing. I've never seen nothing like that before.
That touchdown to Kamara. Not Kamara. Who the dude that Lance Moore?
Yeah,
that's Sean Payton.
You ain't never seen no Super. Hey, Sean Payton was in his bag for that game, dog. I don't care what you saying.
It was Vilma. Outdueling old trash Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning a choker too. We said Breeze a choker. Peyton Manning even bigger.
Peyton Manning a choker. I see people in here saying Eli the GOAT. People with Eli the GOAT. Eli not over Breeze.
Peyton Manning didn't get carried for them 2 chips or with Denver or whatever. He would not be.
That was disgusting. Yeah.
I still don't have him over Breeze. He's not over Breeze in my opinion.
Okay, so then y'all are saying that Breeze is a top 5 quarterback. By who you putting him over already?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
I am. Which is my only point. Is Sean Payton a top 5 coach?
No, but he.
Okay, then what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Why are we doing this?
What you saying? You saying that he trash the coach? He's not trash. He's just not top 5. Because top 5 coaches win top 5 rings.
Yeah,
I'm saying
exactly.
that
I could agree with that.
He got carried. He was carried. That's all I'm saying.
He was not carried. He wasn't carried. I don't think he was carried at all.
He's not great enough to be on the top 5 type level.
Okay, so they're equally great. You're saying they both equally contributed, is what you're saying. Tell me.
Yeah. I just give Breeze a lot of
64.
I think he put up numbers that no quarterback put up and really hasn't matched. Brady only passed him and stuff due to longevity.
Right.
Peyton Manning didn't pass Breeze. He didn't even pass him that year when they said he threw more yards. That was cap. That wasn't true. The NFL gave him yards to just make his record look bigger. Mm. Remember, he threw a backwards pass, and they counted that as a pass. That wasn't no real forward pass.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm talking about history books. I feel bad, man, because even if Drew would have got to the Super Bowl and lost, I would have gave him the credit. But oh man, just the way to go so sad, it hurts me. I can't unsee that.
Yeah.
I can't unsee it, dog.
He went out super sad. It's true. He went out super sad.
So did Peyton, but at least he got the chip. Like, he was terrible that year. He got benched that year. Peyton Manning did. But they still won the chip. Like, what can I say? Like, they just don't say chip to me.
But that's my point. But this is my point. Because Peyton Manning had just a squad around him. He didn't have to do anything. He never had to throw the ball more than 5 yards. Okay? That's not the equal. Okay,
that's true.
Not throw a pick, but it's not the same thing that was asked of Breeze. That's not what was asked of Breeze. It wasn't like we could win without him throwing the ball more, like without him not throwing the ball.
They took that game also. The tight end. For the Saints.
You talk. I don't know. Yeah, he caught the ball.
Yeah, he
was Jared Cook. Wasn't it Jared Cook?
Yeah.
That hurt too, but
that's what I'm saying. It wasn't like y'all trying to put it all on Breeze. All right, y'all trying to put it all on Breeze. It ain't on Breeze.
If you that guy, you gotta make. I understand we got cheated, but we had a whole overtime after that, and my man threw another pick, didn't he?
That's how I felt. Yes. This is how I felt about like when Lamar Jackson played the Chiefs in them. Like, they had chances. You got to get it done if you that dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can't be like, but.
Exactly.
Okay. Now they got robbed against the Rams. That was a robbery. The difference between robbing and choking. But if you go up there and choke, you choked. You got a hold that. We're not gonna make excuses.
This is my thing. In football, it's an 11-man team, and I think any football team that puts all of the onus on one player. Like the Saints did. When we were winning, it was because Breeze threw 5,000 yards. Because Breeze is throwing to everybody. Because Breeze has a 70% completion percentage. And
in them last 2 years, the onus was on the defense, who was balling. Shutting Tom Brady down. And all you got to do is score a few points. Get to 21 points. We win. But choking is choking, man. I mean, what you want me to say? I love Drew Brees, for some of the things he did.
Get to 20 points, we win is something that I feel like we say a lot, but then we even see it happens to some of the best. I mean, Mahomes is great, and he's not put up 20 points before in the Super Bowl. So we're not. Now I'm not saying I would say Mahomes is already. I mean, gonna be better than Brees. I'm fine with Mahomes is a whole nother level of talent. So it's Brady's, it's Mahomes. But my point is, most people aren't like that where you could put the whole game on them. Lamar didn't. You put the whole game on him, and it doesn't work for most.
No, he had it. He had it. That one.
He threw 3 picks.
He threw. Yes,
I don't know how you justify that.
I'm not justifying that. I'm not justifying that.
Right. And the thing that made me so mad about that year was Brady. They went to go play the Rodgers next, and Rodgers gave him a bunch of picks.
Exactly.
Like,
That's what
damn,
I'm saying.
the chips.
It was scripted,
And then you
man.
gonna
It
be
was
mad
We should
scripted.
have walked to the Super Bowl right there. Walk to
No,
the Super Bowl.
Thank
Breeze
you.
would have had the win over Brady and Rodgers going to the Super Bowl. It didn't matter
I
what
know.
happened in the
He
Super
would have
Bowl.
solidified
He
his
had the
case. He would have solidified his case. It would be. We wouldn't even be
We had the
arguing about it.
best
We
team
would
that
be.
year easily.
We would be saying that Breeze is a top 3 quarterback of all time easily if he won a second chip. We know that he didn't. He failed, and so, but he's still a top 10. His failure is still a top 10. Is my point.
But it ain't like Cash Money top 3 rap groups of all time. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like that. People that actually put on for New Orleans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Breeze still rep for New
Maybe in
Orleans.
5 years.
He still be repping for New Orleans.
I ain't lived in New Orleans in like 15 years, dog.
All right. We out here. We out here, man. Catch y'all later.
Peace. I don't know why you brought that up.